So I remember talking about so I had a conversation with my sister before about the Bible, about the New Testament and the Old Testament. Now, I told her that the New Testament was more important than the Old Testament, right? And kind of was alluding to almost like you didn't need the Old Testament, but not saying that you don't need the Old Testament. You know what I mean? Right? And so we was having this conversation, and my point that I was making, and I guess I still kind of stand on that, is so my point that I was making is that let's say you had the New Testament and the Old Testament, and somehow you can only have one book. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like doing these what ifs, but if you only had one book, which book would you rather have? And I think the book you would rather have would be the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? I think you should have, I would think you would really want the New Testament over the Old, you know? And, so, and I think I think the main point of what she was saying was that you needed both, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely now for sure agree about needing both, because when it talks about the Messiah, calling Christ the Messiah, when it talks about certain things are found in the Old Testament that you really wouldn't know what they're talking about per se, but that still wouldn't, that don't stop salvation, right? This is just educational. You know what I'm saying? And then for some people, something in the Old Testament might be salvational, because different people got different ways and different thoughts on how they come to Christ. Like some people are intellectually made, right? To whereas God's got to come to them intellectually. Where some people are simple, or some people mechanical, you know what I'm saying? Mechanically inclined, or you know what I'm saying? We just all different, that you're gonna get it differently, you know? So, but I do want to stick with, they're both equally important. You know what I'm saying? I believe that they're definitely both important, you know, scripturized, and just for finding promises, and it's just everything, you know, so it's definitely important. So, I think I was doing a disservice by using a hypothetical question. So I'll end this by saying, that's why I don't do hypothetical questions. You know what I'm saying? Because hypothetical questions can lead to problems that don't even need to be had. You know what I'm saying? You know, so should you even do this video?